Hello guys, Smoke8 here, thank you very much for watching. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to use this deck, my tournament deck that I have won several tournaments with and placed very well in others. It's Furnace with Mini P.E.K.K.A, Poison, Musketeer, Ice Spirit is the thing that people don't usually use in this deck, and I'm gonna show you how it works. I have 3 replays here prepared for you, and against obviously 3 different decks from the tournament that I played yesterday. So let's jump into the first match, which is in the Bone Arena. I think I like a lot this feature in the tournaments that you play in different arenas. I was kind of tired of the legendary one, and I start with the Musketeer in the beginning, not because it's the best play, but obviously because I don't have anything else to do. And he starts with this Elixir Collector level 6, which is better to poison than level 7. But my poison is level 4 in this situation, but I would have preferred to play the Miner, which is not in my deck. And he defends with the Ice Wizard very well there. Hog Rider, very nice counterattack. I cannot put the Furnace in time, which means that the Hog Rider connects even though it's frozen. And the Mini P.E.K.K.A takes it out after 2 hits. So right away I'm in the back foot of this match. I don't know how he's gonna defend this Mini P.E.K.K.A, that's why I don't support it with anything. And it ends up wasting Zap there because I think he's gonna reach the tower and the princess kills it. So obviously very badly played from my side, and here is the first good play that I do. So I understand that with this Hog Rider and the princess behind, I'm gonna take a lot of damage, and I could have gone for Miner defensively and Ice Spirit to take the least damage possible, but that's not the point. I try to make a counterattack with the Musketeer and to recover my Elixir disadvantage with the HP of my tower. I always say that use the HP of your towers as a resource, and then I put the Furnace there just to support this Musketeer, but I don't have high hopes for its survival. He ends up wasting some stuff, but overall I at least have the Elixir advantage, let's say, but because I have the Furnace on. And whenever he plays his Elixir Collector, I have the Miner ready to take it out. I go for it. He didn't guess where I was going to put it, and even if he did, I don't know why he thought that the Prince is gonna be a good idea. I just poisoned there a little bit too low, but anyhow the Princess ends up dying, and we are kind of even. He goes for his Hog Rider, which now I expect, and you can see the difference. He shouldn't have reached the tower, but anyhow it was a very good defense from my side, and the game is already even. Now the first time I see Barbarians is here, so now I know what to expect. And my towers are kind of low, but what can you do, right? I go for the Miner there just to cycle a little bit, and I end up defending this Ice Wizard with my Mini P.E.K.K.A, and look at this Ice Wizard, guys. That's value. That Ice Wizard, sorry, Ice Spirit. What the fuck, Ice Wizard? The Ice Spirit was value, killing the Fire Spirits and making the Mini P.E.K.K.A so big of a threat so that my opponent used his Barbarians defensively, and he ends up playing also his 2 Elixir Collectors right next to each other, which is a really big mistake. Look, you saw that even one zap, it's value there, because one zap stops one Elixir, and if you have 2 pumps to zap, then right away it pays for itself. And this Hog pick pushes are not gonna work anymore. Yeah, he can zap, and even if with the 2 hits his tower is already too low, and wasting all this Elixir on the attack, he won't be able to defend very efficiently. I can just poison these Bararps, and look at the 2 Furnaces working, guys. Like when you have 2 Furnaces with good HP on the map, you know that you're gonna have your opponent is gonna have a hard time, and I just finish it up with this Miner. So obviously in the beginning I didn't start in the best foot, with the right foot, let's say, and I lost a lot of opportunities to make good exchanges. My opponent did a lot of exchanges, and the turnaround in the game was when I decided to take some damage in my left tower, a lot of damage, half of the HP, in order to recover the Elixir disadvantage and to launch a counterattack, which didn't work, but I already had the Furnace there, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then he was the one out of cycle and not me, and I was able to punish these Elixir Collectors perfectly, which ended up helping me winning the game. So let's go to the second game, which is against a deck that I struggle a lot lately, and it's the Giant Mini Pack. Okay, I have a lot better starting hand right now. Just thumbs up for the fair play, and he seems to be in rage for some reason, and I go for a Furnace as a starting hand. It looks to be a nice play. Giant level 6 doesn't mean that it's weak, it means that the player doesn't really have high level cards, probably free to play, but I have to be scared. I don't know what's gonna be behind, if 3 Musketeers or Poison. I see that it's Mini P.E.K.K.A, and here's where I have to be able to deal with it. Now with this Fire Spirits there and Ice Wizard, I cannot use my guards anymore, so I try to defend it with Ice Spirit and Mini P.E.K.K.A. It works more or less okay, and I end up wasting Zap there because I had some lag in this match, trying to stop this Mini P.E.K.K.A of hitting once. So even though the defense was really sloppy, I ended up not taking any damage, and the Furnace was there just hitting the other tower slowly and slowly. Here I knew that I was in trouble against this deck because it works really well. Like, the Furnace decks are easily punished with Giant, and whenever you play against them you have to be a lot more careful. I wait for him to deploy something else, then poison defensively, put some stuff, in this case the guards, too late because of the lag again, but it's going a little bit better than before. The Crown Tower is targeting the right thing, and the Ice Spirit was able to stop it, to stop this Mini P.E.K.K.A. So even if I'm defending, it's not the best situation because his deck is very good against mine, and I'm using this Miner alone with the Zap just to cycle, just because I need my other cards to defend. Look at the 4 cards and the 5th coming behind and the 6th. Those are the cards that I need to defend. I don't need the Zap that much because there are not many zappable stuff because I have poison anyway, and I don't need the Miner, of course. So I have here the Musketeer, the Princess goes behind the Giant, I don't know how in this situation, so I have to poison again. I go for the Miner to distract, and then with the guards, because I have the Ice Wizard targeting the Musketeer. So this was the perfect defense. Like, you have to be aware which unit is defending what exactly of the attack and what's hitting what, and in this situation I was able to understand that the guards could do their job perfectly there, and from there on I have the winning advantage, let's say the advantage of being taking that much HP from the right tower, sorry. But this push is scary. Like, this kind of pushes, guys, whatever you do, even if he has a lot of stuff, it's really scary to deal with these Mini P.E.K.K.As because there's nothing that can really kill them easily behind the Giant. But I'm able to do all this just because I have some electric advantage, and he starts being scared of my right attack and plays his princesses too early, which cannot help the defending party. And now he has to play Mini P.E.K.K.A defensively, which means that his Giant is alone and I can take easily. Even if I take some damage to my tower, I don't really care that much. I have to defend a little bit there, but I'm not really scared of what's gonna happen. I just wanna go for the other tower and to try to win as fast as possible. Yeah, he defends with the Mini P.E.K.K.A, but I already have something in mind there, and I'm winning pretty heavily right now. I'm not letting him use his Mini P.E.K.K.A offensively, he has to play it defensively, and I'm not letting him make a giant push in any way. And with 2 Furnaces already on, you see that his Fire Spirits are useless, and whatever he plays, like, I'm not scared of overextending, because even if I overextend, his units are gonna die anyway to the 2 Furnaces, so I just use whatever I wanna use. And if he goes with the Giant for the other side, I just use guards or something cheaper to take it out, because it's not gonna have any support. And from here on, the game is just slowly ending, because I can switch where I place the Miner and I can put the poison, and later on, even if I don't finish there, in the next push I won't be able to finish because his counter push is not decently stacked to deal with what I have. So again, the same thing that happened in the last match, getting your cycle before your opponent's cycle. This is the most important thing in tournaments. I don't know if I explained very well, but overall, just having, you have to be the one dictating the tempo. You have to be the one placing your units whenever you want to place them. If you place something defensively, it has to be the unit that you want to use for that defense. If you just use whatever you have in hand, then you don't have anything to attack properly, and then you have to defend against either bigger elixir advantage, and overall it makes the game difficult. So sometimes use whatever you had in mind, even though you had something else like a mini P.E.K.K.A to defend. Sometimes you have to use something else if you want to use that mini P.E.K.K.A to win the game, and in his situation he needed that mini P.E.K.K.A to win the game, and he ended up using it defensively a lot, which didn't let him deal any damage to my tower later on. Okay, let's start with the third game, which is against a giant balloon, which I didn't expect. I saw so many giants with mini P.E.K.K.As and poisons that I didn't expect to see any balloons whatsoever in tournaments. I start with the furnace and I see a Tesla, so right away I have to adjust playing to a Tesla, which I'm not really sure how to do with this deck. I haven't played against too many Teslas, and I start with the Musketeer there. I don't really know why. I'm just really not knowing what to do right now. Whenever I have full elixir, I have to play something, so I just do that for a while. I want to see what winning condition he has before I do any stupid mistake. I have the Ice Spirit there to tank for the Musketeer, and I have this mini P.E.K.K.A there, even though it gets zapped, Fire Spirit, so Valkyries, whatever it is, it was enough to take out this Musketeer. And also the Miner that I played later on with the Musketeer on the right side, it made me almost take the full tower. So even those Teslas, guys, whenever you play with Tesla, which is a good card, don't do what this guy is doing there, unless you have a Furnace in front, like I have. But it's just a waste of a card in a way, because if I have a Miner, I can deal the damage anyway, and if like it's slowly dying, and he spent 4 elixir for that card, and I don't think it's the correct play. But right here, look, he played the balloon for the first time after 1 minute and a half. I already have my Musketeer in the other side. I don't have anything else for air, so I know that my tower is probably gonna drop, or at least take severe damage. So what I'm gonna try to do here is take out the other units and then try to stop the balloon of hitting three times. So I go for the poison, I go for the mini P.E.K.K.A, which should kill the Musketeer in one hit once it's poisoned, and I try to use the Ice Spirit into the poison, but I didn't manage to. I have the zap there just in case, but I don't think I'm gonna need it before it stops. If it was level 4, probably I should have used my zap, but as it stands, it went perfectly, and yeah, my tower is almost dead, but I didn't expect the balloon. Next time it's gonna go a lot differently, because I'm gonna save this Musketeer at whatever cost. And here is the play. I just go for a Miner. I am trying to Psycho, as I said before. Just 500 or 400 or 300 damage to that right tower is enough. Whenever you have full elixir, just play something, guys. Here's the play of the tournament, right there. Sorry, play of the game. I poisoned. It seems to be a so stupid poison to play, but actually it's a really important one. Why? Because the Musketeer, this is something that you should know, the Musketeer doesn't die to Fireball or Poison, but with a zap or something small to finish it up, it's enough. So I had the Fire Spirits going, and of course if I don't poison them, the tower and the Musketeer will take them out. But since they are poisoned, the second Fire Spirit reaches the tower, the Giant, which is of course useless, and the Musketeer, which will end up dying in that poison. So if you know about this stuff, if you know about this math, let's say, you have, like, imagine how this interaction would be if there was a Musketeer behind hitting my units. It would be a lot different. My Musketeer would probably be dead, and this mini P.E.K.K.A would probably die a lot sooner, and he would have the time to not play Valkyrie but the balloon and take my tower for sure. So from there on, the game was won, and even I ended up taking the left tower as well, and the right tower it's in poison range, so whatever happens I'm gonna win. So he just surrenders, and everything on the back of a questionable poison from the eyes of someone that is not really that into tournament level cards. Like, once you understand where you can use your spells or your units unconventionally, you start winning games because nobody expects you to do that. Like, he probably thought that I misclicked that poison, but I saw the opportunity and I seized it, and I think that whenever you can take the Musketeer before it reaches the breach, if you already have your defenses placed, like I have my furnace, like if you have your cannon placed, you know that the Musketeer is gonna outrange it. So trying to take out the Musketeer before, or just playing a miner to distract it while you kill the giant, I think that's a very good play. But in this situation it was even better play because I was able to kill it outright and win the game. So that would be everything, guys. 3 games. I hope you enjoyed them. 15 minutes of a video. Of course, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this deck or you want to see something different. I'm blessed to have most cards to tournament level, so I can try some stuff for you guys to be able to see. And let me know if you want to see something else. Of course, I'm gonna still provide you with my regular gameplay and with regular chest opening as long as I keep playing tournaments. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I wish you a wonderful day, evening, night, whatever it is in your time frame. See you in the next one, guys. Ciao, ciao.